Voltamos, estamos ao vivo. We are quick here. We are live.
Yeah.
We are live already.
How's it going?
It's good to have you here, Nick.
Happy to be here. This is awesome. Comic-Con's a lot of fun.
All right, you just did the panel?
Just did the panel, walked straight here.
So, how was the panel there?
It was really good. A lot of people, a lot of energy. People, and they all seem very excited about Jumanji, which is amazing.
How was that experience of doing this movie with Dwayne Johnson? It's a big cast, right?
It's a big cast. Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart, Jack Black, Karen Gillan. It's an amazing group. We shot for about 3 months in Hawaii and a month in Atlanta. And just incredible, to be able to be a part of a cast like this with some actors that I've grown up watching and love their work, and also bringing a new Jumanji adventure to a brand new generation, and doing something really special, making something we're all really proud of.
We're going to do a little bit in Portuguese and a little bit in English. So.
Do it.
Vou traduzir rapidinho o que ele acabou de falar. Ele falou que ele está muito feliz de estar aqui no Brasil, que o painel foi super legal e ele está muito feliz de trazer Jumanji para as novas gerações. Então, o filme tem Jack Black, Karen Gillan, The Rock, então tá cheio de estrelas, incluindo o Nick Jonas.
Eles gravaram durante 3 meses no Havaí, depois 1 mês em Atlanta. Foi uma experiência legal porque ele cresceu com esses atores, então ele gostou de ter essa experiência de dividir a tela com eles.
So you've been here in Brazil a couple of times, but as a singer, and how is it different to be here as an actor, talking about your movie?
It's very different. I love coming here and singing, playing shows. It's always been such an amazing place to play. But to be able to be here to speak about a movie that I'm really excited about, that I'm thrilled for people to see, is a whole nother element, and I think that it's a really exciting thing where this deep into my career now, 10, 11, 12 years, I'm still having these new experiences and being able to come back to places I've been before, but it's for a different reason, and the fans are just as welcoming, just as loving.
Ele falou, a Paty perguntou para ele como que é essa experiência de voltar para o Brasil e de voltar para lugares com um filme e não necessariamente como um cantor. Ele falou que é muito legal porque é uma experiência nova, mesmo que você volte para lugares que você já tinha estado antes, é uma experiência nova porque o cinema é uma experiência nova para ele. Então ele gosta desse tipo de novidade, porque antes ele vinha como cantor e agora está vindo como ator. In this new movie, Jumanji is not a board game; it's a video game. And I heard people were saying that, of course, you played games when you were a kid. You play games. What kind of games do you like?
Yeah, I played some. I'm not super into gaming anymore. I don't have very much time. But when I was younger, it was Super Mario Brothers, Super Smash Brothers. I was a big fan of Zelda. I liked.
We have some big fans of Zelda here as well.
I liked the Aladdin Sega game. That was a good one. So kind of the classics,
The platform game of Aladdin, that was great.
Yes, exactly. It was a good one.
Ele acabou de falar, o Caio perguntou que agora o Jumanji não é mais um tabuleiro, e sim um videogame, o que ele jogava quando ele era criança, e ele falou que gostava bastante de Aladdin, gosta bastante de Zelda, também gostava de jogar Super Mario. Então vamos voltar aqui para mais perguntas. And since you've been here in Brazil for like a couple of times, do you know any Portuguese word?
I do, yeah, a few.
Let's see.
I grew up too with a woman who's a big family friend of ours who lived with us for 6 years, who was from Sao Paulo. So when we first came here, she showed us around, and obviously when we were younger, she gave us coxinha, she gave us pão de queijo, guaraná, which I love. It's all the food. I know all the food, basically. Obrigada. I know.
Obrigado.
Yeah, certain words, not very many.
That's basically what you guys have in the States, right? Açaí.
Yeah,
People
exactly.
Love açaí.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing.
And we have a theory here, because since you made Camp Rock and now you're acting with The Rock, how would it be Camp Rock with The Rock crossover?
Camp Rock with The Rock. It would be a rocky experience for sure. Very rocky.
Can Dwayne dance?
Can he dance?
Yeah.
I think so, actually. I think he can dance and sing a little bit. He can do it all. He's very talented.
And what can you talk about your part in this movie?
Well, my character's name is Jefferson Seaplane McDonough. And basically, just when our 4 main heroes, need help along their journey, I show up and help them. I can't say much more than that because it gives away a big piece of the movie. But my character kind of sets the emotional context for the film and also sets the stakes, where we get a sense it's not just funny and adventure, but also there's some real danger here. There's some real emotional context, and it's an amazing role to get to play. I feel like it's kind of once in a lifetime, and I'm just thrilled they asked me to do it.
All right. A gente perguntou para ele, primeiro a Paty perguntou para ele como seria o crossover do Camp Rock com The Rock. Ele falou que seria uma experiência rock, pelo menos. Eu perguntei para ele se o The Rock consegue dançar. Ele falou, não, ele consegue dançar e cantar, ele consegue fazer de tudo. E o personagem dele no Jumanji é um personagem que parece ser importante e interessante, porque ele serve como o guia e ele dá todo o contexto emocional e da trama para os outros personagens. Então, é um personagem que serve aí para colocar a trama em movimento no Jumanji 2.
And you were a fan of the original Jumanji when you were a kid. Did you watch it or no? Did you read the script?
Yeah, I loved the original. I was a huge fan. I think I watched it the first time when I was like 5 or 6 years old. And it freaked me out at first because I think like a lot of people it was a pretty scary movie.
Yeah, in
for
the
a young
jungle
kid.
and the nice room.
But I watched it, my whole childhood, and then when they asked me to be a part of this one, I read the script and was so amazed at the angle they were taking to tell the story. I thought the idea of the body swap was really cool, taking us on this epic adventure, but also, the comedy angle of it as well. And then when I found out who was going to be in it, it was game over.
A gente perguntou para ele se ele era fã do Jumanji original. Ele disse que, claro, da época dele, ele cresceu vendo esse filme. E quando ele leu o roteiro do Jumanji e ofereceram para ele, ele quis, porque ele achou as ideias originais. O filme tem uma coisa de troca de corpos que ele achou bastante interessante. E toda a questão da comédia e também da ação foi uma coisa que para ele pareceu ser uma ideia boa.
And we have a lot of vocal fans here. And do you receive a lot of Brazilian messages in your social media? How is your relation with Brazilian fans?
The Brazilian fans are probably some of my most vocal fans on social media, which is great, and I'm happy to be here to see them after hearing for so long from them. I love it. I think social media has been one of the best tools as a performer and as an actor and everything else to be able to really connect with the fans. And this is a big, big world, and any chance we get to make it a little smaller and connect with people is a really beautiful thing.
A Paty perguntou para ele como é a relação dele com os fãs brasileiros. Ele disse que é muito bacana estar aqui porque os fãs brasileiros são muito... eles têm um volume alto e é legal estar aqui para escutar isso. E o fato do mundo ser muito grande, quando você é um artista e você consegue viajar para se conectar com seus fãs, é legal porque o mundo parece um pouco menor e você realmente consegue se aproximar deles.
So the cast seem pretty close. When we see like interviews and everything, they seem all pretty funny. How was the vibe on set when you shot the movie?
It was very funny. Hard to get any work done because we were all laughing the whole time, and it was a brilliant group. I think that the key thing was that everyone actually really did get along. With that many leading actors, it's sometimes hard, but it was really an incredible cast of just great people that showed up, got the work done, but also knew how to have a good time.
And what about the physicality of it? Did you do your own stunts? Or
I did my own stunts, yeah. I mean, I didn't have a ton of crazy stunts like The Rock, for instance. But yeah, I did it. I mean, I enjoy that aspect of it. I think it's fun, and you feel kind of like a badass when you're doing your stunts.
Like Tom Cruise or something like that?
Exactly, like Tom Cruise.
A gente perguntou para ele sobre o filme. Ele disse que foi legal fazer a parte da ação, porque ele conseguiu fazer algumas das próprias cenas sem o uso de dublê. Ele não é como The Rock, mas ele tem algumas cenas lá de ação e ele gostou dele poder fazer isso sem ajuda de dublê.
And in the movies now, we really use like CGI and green screen. And how is for you to work with that and imagination, to have your imagination to think, okay, now that I have like a animal here that doesn't speak, because we doesn't experience that in real life.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bizarre thing to be playing with these animals that are supposed to be life-threatening, but in reality, in that moment, it's like a stuffed animal, a really cute stuffed animal. So you have to get used to that and really use your imagination. And then on top of that, the big stuff in the helicopter is a big scene. Took about 4 days to shoot, and was literally just a full room of green screen. And so it takes the director being very clear with what it's going to be when it's done. It takes you sort of putting yourself in the frame of mind to really open up your imagination and go there, because it really does affect how you play the scene out.
Yeah.
Nick, it's really a pleasure to have you here. People are looking really forward to see you here. So welcome
Awesome.
to Brazil, man.
thank you so much, and thanks to everyone that came out to support Jumanji.
I hope you have some pão de queijo and churros bread or anything that
Yes, I will.
All right, man. É isso aí, a gente já volta daqui a pouco com a live com mais convidados. Não sai daí, hein? Não fica aí, não sai daí, fica aí.
Valeu, pessoal!